So we're about to embark on this journey together, and I'm very excited for the progress you're going to make over time, what you're going to understand. I'm excited to share a lot of what I've learned with you over so many years, the majority of my life of having this horrible condition. And of all the illnesses that I've had, mental and physical, there has been nothing worse that I've experienced than depression, because you just can't put your finger on it. And I would rather have a physical pain, even a very painful one, any day of the week, than have something so insidious, so entrenched in my mind that I can't put my finger on, and yet it's making my whole life miserable, and there's nothing I can do to get out of it. It's just terrible to be in a condition years and years trying and trying, and it's still the same as how it was. And you may notice that I'm not smiling in a lot of these videos, even though in my personal life I smile a lot. And the reason why I'm not smiling is because as I think of depression, I'm not happy about it. I'm sad about it. I'm sad for everybody else who has it. This is not a joyful subject. This is something very serious, very personal to me. I've had so many devastating moments and years crushed, absolutely crushed under clouds of depression, not being able to get out of it, not being able to get out of the house, not being able to do the things I wanted to do, be the person I wanted to be. And I've just missed out on so much. My entire childhood, most of my adult life, there's so many things I haven't been able to do. And even if I've been able to do them, I haven't been able to really experience them, let alone really enjoy them, because there's just been a huge cloud of depression hanging over me. And now we're going to talk about what you're going to get out of this course, what you may get out of this course if you have the courage, determination, and the strong willpower to make a very consistent and very long effort over years, not months, years, because it will take years, and we're not going to sugarcoat it or lie about it in this course. It takes years to get out of depression. It takes years to put in the work to really get out of it. And if you don't put in the work, and I avoid putting in the kind of work that was required for a long time, I just didn't get anywhere. So it's important to be very honest, brutally honest about what depression is and what is required to get out of it. Because I don't want any sugar pills or any short-term solutions. And I don't want to propose those things to anyone, especially if I'm labeling it as a long-term solution. I don't want people to waste any more of their time being depressed, because I hate being depressed. I wouldn't want anybody else to be depressed. In this course, we're going to look at what depression is from some new angles, because I've discovered in my very extensive and very painful time dealing with depression that depression is not what it seems to be, and it's not what we're told it is. It works differently. It works differently. It's not a monolithic condition. It's actually composed of small parts, and we'll talk about this more in a later video. But that means we have to treat it differently. We have to treat it in a progressive way, little by little, getting at those small parts, instead of either taking a drug, which is basically going to sedate the whole system and kind of numb it, and then we'll never be able to get to what's underneath, or doing these short-term fixes, which are going to maybe boost dopamine or serotonin, some hormones, maybe make us feel lighter, maybe do nice things for our body, but they're not going to get rid of the accumulated pile of past garbage that is the depression. So the first thing we're going to understand, the first thing we're going to do in this course is have an extremely clear understanding, based on my experience actually getting rid of depression, of what depression is. And only after that, we're going to be able to do something about it. And when we do something about it, we're not going to have any short-term fixes. Yes, I will propose some short-term activities you can do, exercises you can do to help you get through the trough that I went through, that you may go through too. Maybe as you're getting off a medication, or maybe as you're having a particularly bad day, you don't want to give in either to the medication or to the bad habits that come with depression. So yes, we will have some of those short-term exercises, but that's really not what this course is about at all. We're not about short-term fixes. This course is about getting rid of depression. That's right, getting rid of depression, getting rid of it. It's not about doing some exercises, physical exercise, aerobic sports, what have you. It's not about doing some exercise to temporarily feel good. It's about actually getting rid of depression. So then even if you do nothing after that point, it won't come back. Now, obviously, you want to maintain stuff and make sure that other bad things don't come and get stored, but we're going to give you all the processes to do that. So this course is about having tools that will permanently get rid of depression if they are used consistently for a long time. So the ideal person to take this course is someone who's had a very bad and very long experience with depression. And that experience has been so long and painful that now they appreciate how hard it is to get out of depression. And now they're willing to put in a very long and very concerted effort to actually get rid of it, because maybe also they've tried a whole bunch of the quick fixes, or maybe the medication, and they know that in the long term that's not going to work, because they found themselves right back in the depression that they had been trying to get rid of. So that is the ideal person to be taking this course, someone who's really ready to end it, someone who's really had enough, someone who's been through a lot of pain and is ready to put in the work. That's who we want taking this course. That's who's going to get the most out of this course. And if you just treat it like any other little course that you might have taken just to learn something or have a little experience and not follow through, then you're not going to get anything out of this course, and it's going to be a shame. And I don't want that. So I really want the people who take this course to be people who are ready to follow through and put in the work, because that makes me happy. What makes me happy is when people actually get out of depression, not when they try something for a day, an hour, a week, and then nothing substantial really happens. I want people to get out of this. So if you're going to take this course, please be ready, follow through, and do the work that's required to permanently and once and for all get rid of your depression.